Hello, I'm Dr. Lakshmi Satish, practicing ENT Surgeon at Skin Cosmetic and ENT Care Center and visiting consultant at Sagar Hospital and Excel Care Hospitals, Bangalore. Snoring has become a very common malady in the present scenario. Many people walk into our clinics with a history of snoring or severe sleep disturbances. Snoring can be very injurious for the marital happiness. Many divorces happen due to snoring and severe sleep apnea. Many others may think that the person is having a very sound sleep when he is snoring and sleeping. On the contrary, the person may be suffering from severe sleep deprivation if he also has sleep apnea. In snoring, patient makes noisy breathing while sleeping, which is worsened in certain positions such as lying on one's back. But the patient will not slip into apneic episodes. Apneic episode means cessation or stoppage of breathing in between sleep patterns. So a person suffering from sleep apnea also gives history of gasping for breath in the middle of the night. The partner can report that the patient tosses in bed very frequently, keeps on moving his limb, suddenly chokes and stops breathing, waking up for exhaustion and catching for a breath of fresh air. So the patient here suffers from sleep deprivation due to oxygen desaturation. Many such episodes occur throughout the night, causing severe oxygen deprivation, which can lead on to serious consequences if left untreated. So one has to differentiate a simple snorer from a patient who has an obstructive sleep apnea. Obstructive sleep apnea can happen due to various reasons. There can be central causes, or there can be peripheral causes, or there can be mixed causes. From an ENT perspective, it's important to know what are the causes that are causing obstruction in the airway of an individual. We have to take a thorough history, do a thorough physical examination, calculate the body mass index of an individual, and when you do a thorough examination of the ear, nose and throat territory, you may find some obstructive factors such as a deviated nasal septum or nasal polyps or other concha and allergy related issues such as polyps. There can be adenoid hypertrophy in children. There can be huge tonsils called the kissing tonsils in children or adults. There can be lesions in the oropharynx or in the hypopharynx such as a valvular cyst, etc. Therefore, a thorough ENT examination is mandatory before finding out any cause for a local obstruction resulting in sleep apnea. So, we also have to subject the individual for a test called a sleep study. A simple home sleep study, it can detect various changes that are happening in the individual's body during sleep. It can be done in the comfort of a patient's residence and various parameters are calculated. If the oxygen desaturation is happening, immediately we have to address that issue and the patient has to receive a machine called a CPAP machine. This continuous positive airway pressure machine delivers oxygen under controlled pressure, relieving the obstruction and therefore relieving the sleep apnea. So a patient suffering from OSA also feels very lethargic and drowsy in the morning. Excessive daytime sleepiness will be noticed and he can fall asleep at the drop of a hat. Wherever he is sitting, he can feel asleep and it's extremely dangerous for them to drive because they can fall asleep behind the wheels of a car. Therefore, it's a very dangerous condition. If left untreated, patient can develop serious cardiac complications such as early heart attack, etc. Therefore, it's very important to address this issue as early as possible.